Okay, hi everyone. This is Vicky, and I'm here to show you, to share with you a couple cards that I made today. My intention this morning, though, was to clean up my craft room. Okay, so I was going to put things away, and I sat at this table here, and I noticed I had a little framed uh, scrapbook piece of paper and that I had started on for those other cards previously that I was making, and it was just sitting there, and I thought, oh, I should do something with that. And also in my midst was this little snowman stamp, which is a vintage one that I got last year or maybe a year before, I can't remember. But it was in a bag of ones that I bought, and so I kept it even though it's not in very good condition. There's the information on it, but it is hard, and it doesn't print very well or stamp very well. But you could see I put some of that oil on it. What is that? That I think someone had mentioned to try to use that. Vegetable glycerin. So I bought that, and I tried to put that in to salvage this thing. And it feels a little bit better, but I don't know. I did get an image, so I was going to just, ink it. By pen. I was going to just fill in the blanks. But anyway, so I found that and the little blank, and so I got busy on it and intrigued and had some fun. So, needless to say, I didn't do my cleaning up my craft room. I did my desk just a bit. Anyway, let me show you my card first, and then I'll tell you about how I went about making it. So, here we go. This is the portion that I had, just this frame here with this blue background. So I had the frame, not anything else on there. And I thought, well, I'll just use this and make a card. So that's what I used, and I stamped it up, and I got a fairly good print on it. And then I just colored it with my pencils, my colored pencils. And then I die cut this with, let me show you, this one here, which is a Stampin' Up, and then this is a stitched shape dies. I got 3 different sets one year my daughter bought me, because her friend is a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and so they have parties, whatever, and so she bought me 3 different sets. Anyway, so this was one, I used that for this one. And then I think I told you about this frame on the last one, and it is this one by Sunny Studio, and it's the smaller one, and right here this part separates the outside portion and the inside portion. So it cuts it, but I glued it together with my the pin that has, what does that have? It's like a German glitter glue pin, or glitter pin. And so I put that on the edges, and it's stuck it together, put the backing on it, and that's the piece that I had. So I just glued this onto here, but prior to that, you see how glittery it is. Okay, so I found this in my stash. So in order to do the whole thing, I used this glue for glittering. And I think I got this at the Dollar Tree, or maybe this is really old. And it was very thick. And so what it has is a stick with a brush at the end. And it was pretty thick. And I took the crusty stuff off. And then I added water. And so then I just brushed that on. And then I used just a second, my fine glitter. See this really fine glitter? Okay, I put it in this container that is like a sugar shaker. It's really, really fine. I don't know I really don't know where I got this glitter, but I think it's Martha Stewart really fine glitter. That's what I'm thinking, but I got it a long time ago. I also found I have this one, but this is a coarse one, so it's not this one. And so I painted on the glue on the image, and then I just dusted or do the shaking on there and got all the glitter on there, and this just shook it off. So that's how I got that, using what I have now. And that's what I used. Also, I found this one too, but this is really old too. It's really thick, so I need to put a little water in that one as well. But yeah, might as well use what I have. So that's what I had. I did have this embossed piece here that I had made prior to, and the embossing folder is, it's there. It is, I have two of them, and I believe it's this one that I use, the Sizzix by, does that say Sharon? Sharon Sowell. So this is the one I used. And if you've never done color on your embossing folder, I used watercolor paper, and I just opened it up, put my paper inside here, and then this is the raised portion, is the one that says Sizzix. And what you do is you just put I use this memento, and then you just rub this on the top of the entire thing with your ink. And then what you do is you spray it with your water, and lightly spray. Okay, and then you put your watercolor paper on here, and you close it, and then you run it through your machine, and it takes the colored portion and in the background, and it pushes down all the ink off from this part, from the raised portion. So that's what it comes out to be, looking like that. So I cut that portion and put it on to my card. I have a liner here. It's a kind of a glittery looking shiny paper, and then I have this paper, and then this frame. Then I put this little, I call those dingy bongers, but that's what it's called. We always call those dingy bongers. And so you put those on. I put it towards the center, coming into the center, and that's my card. Of course, I put a little of this, which I love this. I found it this year. I'm not sure if it was Joanne. I think it was Joanne's. Okay, so I I love this. It's kind of a little bit coarse, but shiny, and it's so pretty. And then I looked on the Joann's site, and they have other colors. So I'm going to pick up a few more colors. Hopefully, I'll just order it and have them deliver it, I think. But yeah, so that's what I put on there. I love this. And then I got these little gems are like jewel things. Where did I put those? Oh, they're right here. Okay, so, and this came like this from I got some other ones, but I bought recently this one from scrapbook.com, and I just love these. So I was gravitated towards this one because it shows a little more pink. Then this one is more of a white and iridescent. So I did put those on here. And then on the inside, I did this. So I stamped this with the stamp here, which is from Recollections, I think Michael's Craft Smart. And I just have this in my stash because it says snow. And then I stamped it in a circle or an oval, and just put a little of the ink, the same ink, Memento, using my this thing. I put some of that yarn on here with a couple stickies from Dollar Tree, I think. I also did a little distressing on the edges, and then this is just, a script that I have in my stash. I wanted to have something else on there, so I just put a little dab of that on there a couple times. And then on the back, I have a little heart stamp, and I like to do the little tearing like that and put one of those little gems there. So that is my card, and I have either a vellum envelope, depending on who I give this to, if I might save it for next Christmas. And then this will go, I have this steckled edge envelope, or I have my vellum envelope that I can use. Okay, so not only this, but I also made another card. So let me show you that one. Oh, by the way, let me show you. I often use watercolor paper, and not to use my more expensive ones. I bought this one, which is nice, from Michael's Artist Loft. And it's really nice because it is 90 pounds, and you get 50 sheets, and it's 7 by 10, so it's a little more manageable to cut apart and things. So you might like that. For card making, you can use your watercolor inks or your pens or pencils, colored pencils. Anyway, so I was looking through my stash, and I found this snowman. I don't have very many snowman things, but I did find this one. It's 1 inch, I think. It's so cute. So I decided to stamp that just for fun. And then I stamped it and made this. So this is the little stamp, and then I just did a little scallops around the edges, and you can tell it kind of bled here with my watercoloring of this kind of pearl looking watercolor paints that I have from Michael's, and it's all shimmery, all the shimmer ones. I like to just play around sometimes. And then I just did my little pencil there, and I used a piece of one of my embossed pieces of that snowflake, and I used the darker paints, which I didn't bring out. I think it's Faded Jeans Distress ink is what I used for this one. It came out a little darker, And then this paper was in my stash. I thought that looks, swirly like a snowstorm. And I used this, My Favorite Things, die cut for this cutting of this. I thought that looked really pretty. And this is a smaller card. I think it must be a 4x5. And then inside, this is what I did. And I often like to do this type of a raggedy edge and kind of a little more freeform, using a piece that's just a cut piece off, and I can write on here if I want. I can add some paper, some deli paper, and stick it in here and write a note over here on the side. Just something different. And then I did this is the faded jeans of the print from the embossing folder. And then I also used this Distress Oxide, my favorite spun sugar, and and I just did some distressing on the edges, and it's so, look how it comes out. It's so cool, this effect here. And then you put I just did the edges here and up here, and I just love the way it comes out with where the blue comes forward, because this is just the regular distress ink, and then this one is the oxide. So I had sprayed it, and so see, it was a little bit wet, and then I did the oxide, so you have some reaction with the oxide and the water, and so it comes out. I like that. And on the back, I just tore another piece of this part of and then I just put it back here, and I can add some more doodles or writing, or write my name on here, sign it, and that's what I like to do to make it my own. So this is my second card. I hope you enjoyed my little presentation of my snowman cards, and this will be for Anna Wight. Her hashtag snowman in January. Is that what it is? I'll have to look it up. Sorry. But hope you enjoyed that, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.